Introducing a new podcast. Karen Hunter is awesome.
If you like me on SiriusXM Urban View Channel 126, you're gonna love me. And Karen Hunter is awesome. Hey, this is Karen Hunter, host of the Karen Hunter Show on SiriusXM's Urban View. Karen Hunter is awesome is an actual podcast to bring heat and energy and knowledge and power. A 1-2 punch that I don't think you get anyplace else. Tell the truth. So check out the podcast wherever you get your podcast. You will not be disappointed.
Karen Hunter is awesome. A new podcast from Karen Hunter.
Speaking of the new administration, the old administration, let me say thank you to President Joe Biden on Sunday. He is trying to pass as many laws now. Please, Mumia, Assata Shakur, Marilyn Mosby, Marcus Garvey, pardon them too, sir, on the way out. But on Sunday, he signed into law a measure that boosts Social Security payments. People are going to get a raise in their Social Security, Mima and them, mama. All right, for the current and former public employees, this affects nearly 3 million people who receive pensions for their time as teachers, firefighters. Oh, it's specific. Oh, this includes me. Wait a minute. I work for the city. People who receive pensions for their time as teachers, that's me, firefighters, police officers, and in other public service jobs. So Social Security Fairness Act writes it's a decades-old disparity. It's going to right that wrong. And the bill rescinds 2 provisions, the windfall elimination provision and the government pension offset that limited Social Security benefits for recipients. That was done by the previous administration. He's like, nope, get your raise. Thank you for that. He also, on his way out, permanently banned offshore drilling in 625 million acres of ocean. Thank you. The ocean needs to be unmolested. And we got a molester coming into the office. Not even allegedly, convicted. Whew. And he made it so it's going to be impossible almost to reverse it. Not all the way, but it's going to be virtually impossible. President Biden today announced an executive action that will permanently ban future offshore oil and gas development in parts of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans in a way that could be especially difficult for the incoming administration to undo. It will ban new oil and gas leasing across 625 million acres of U.S. ocean, and the ban will prevent oil companies from leasing waters. Who leases waters? For new drilling along the entire East Coast, the eastern Gulf of Mexico, the coast of Washington, Oregon, and California, and portions of Alaska's northern Bering Sea. Yes, he said, my decision reflects what coastal communities, businesses, and beachgoers have known for a long time, that drilling offshore off these coasts could cause irreversible damage to places we hold dear and is unnecessary to meet our nation's energy needs. He is absolutely right. It's not worth the risk. And the law does not give presidents explicit authority to revoke the action. So that's how he set that in. So you can't just come in and executive order it away. I love that. He also said no to Nippon Steel that wanted to purchase U.S. Steel or to merge with U.S. Steel. It was a $14.3 billion merger. President Biden blocked it last week. Now, today, Nippon and U.S. Steel sued President Biden, claiming that Biden's executive order to bar them from combining was signed for, quote, purely political reasons. Yes, it was. So what? All right. Anyway, today's legal action demonstrates that Nippon Steel's and U.S. Steel's continued commitment to completing the transaction despite political interference. This is, the suit is no surprise. The day Biden issued the order blocking the deal, the company said that they were going to sue them. Okay, sue him. Good luck with that. And it's clear that probably, Trump doesn't care about workers. So he doesn't care about their salaries and stuff. So maybe he will reverse this or be able to. We'll see. But, elections have consequences. I can't believe he's going to do that. If you were working in the steel industry, you should have known. Also today, the Pentagon has reached a historic legal settlement with more than 3,500 gay military veterans who were dismissed because of their sexual orientation. Under the terms of the agreement, veterans whose discharge papers reference their sexual orientation as a reason for their separation from the military can now avoid a cumbersome legal process and be reissued paperwork that eliminates any reference to their sexuality. And that's the way it should be. They serve the country with distinction. Stop demonizing folk. And I'm gonna get to all this other stuff. I have this whole thing that I want to do on the Russian KGB operative who talked about their since I was talking about 50-year plans and 100-year plans, they had like a 50-year plan on how to upend America, and and it worked.